Hello friends, it's Simone. I'm here to do my snippets from my desk video today. And the first thing I would like to show you is my week daily small things journal. I had to catch up last night on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sometimes I'm just too tired, but I think leaving it on my bedside table is a really good idea. I just need to actually take those 5 seconds. The problem that I have most of the time with doing things in the evening or doing things in general is that I have found that in the morning, my brain is sharp. I think of something, yep, I'm going to write that down tonight. And then at night, the only thing I can remember is that I thought of something, but I don't remember what exactly it was. That happens to me all the time currently. That's probably life with a puppy, or the way that it manifests with me. What I love doing, as you can see here, and this one doesn't stick well. Why? Is adding some of my cute planner stickers that I have accumulated over the years, which doesn't even make a dent, but it's still a lot of fun. So I haven't even added those to my thing. What's that called? To my sticker book. And I don't even remember what all of this is. So what is the things that I want to document or that I need stickers for? I don't think I can, I don't know if I want to do that right here. If I want to put a flower right up here. Because when I went out with Max, the puppy, the other day, I saw some green things coming up through the ground behind the tree, which I'm so excited for. Oh, I didn't know. Have you seen these? These are cool. I could have used that if I had known it was there. This one I love too. This one looks so cute and nice and lovely. So I need, maybe I'll just use the car thing, even though it's a van. My husband and my youngest son are away for the weekend, and so my middle one and we have the van available for us to use, and so we had to load the puppy in the van, and he doesn't really like riding in our actual regular car, but he really enjoyed riding in the van. So maybe that's something we can make sure that he also adjusts to the rest. And on Friday, not just my paper treats. See, I do have things to document when I remember, but I never do. So I want a pen thing, and I want a Happy Mail thing that I want to stick in here. And I sorted them by theme and topic, but this is a hot mess of a book. So clearly this is not, oh, I think he lost his, what's it called, bully stick, but he'll just have to settle down now and fall asleep because we have puppy class later. And yesterday was also today as well. It's cold but it's so sunny and beautiful. Man, maybe I can document some of these things in my journal. So what was the things that I was talking about? I think I need this. So my son and I, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So the spring flowers would be cool. Maybe yes, maybe no. So sunny. Yeah. And so I did change my pens. That's what I want to document. Which pens? So I want a Happy Mail sticker thing. Oh, there. I think I already used that somewhere here. Maybe I can find a different Happy Mail sticker then. And these pages here are from the Michael sticker books that they had several years ago. Oh, I could use one of those because that would kind of match, right? I don't even know the sticker maker anymore who made that potato thingy something. I don't know. And yeah, it looks like they're on the bottom here, and they are, but when I write more, then it will be nestled in like so. So I think that's totally okay to have it that way. And even if it's not okay, then I don't care, because nothing you can do about this now. The only thing that I don't really have, which is completely untrue, see, I got this one I received at the San Francisco Pen Show 2022 from, I think her name is Denise from Paper and Milk. And so I'm just going to use one of those stickers, which I thought was really fun that she gave this to people at the show. Okay, well, we'll leave it like that for now. And then I'll take this with me upstairs again later on today and fill it out during the night. So this is done. I also want to add to my reading journal. And the book that I read this week, oh, we can decorate this. So I need to cut this out first. Now I need scissors, which I don't know where they are. This is going so swimmingly here. And what I did here on this page, I just used some fountain pen ink for this. I don't really know what I want to use right now. Do I want to put an ink color border around this again or not? So I read Joan Didion, that's what she's called, The Year of Magical Thinking. And I came upon this when if you're not aware, February is Black Heritage Month. Yes, I am going to get there. And for some reason, I'm not paying a lot of attention to the authors that I'm reading. Probably mostly are white, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to force myself to read some books just because of the author, but I would like to diversify my reading a little bit more. And so I came across Oprah's book club on Instagram. And I thought, well, Oprah is a Black woman. I could follow her book club and see what books she recommends or that book club recommends. Which this is, of course, an assumption that I have is people who are Black then will recommend Black people, but that's the first step in diversifying. I know that some of the podcasters that I follow, which presumably are all white women as well, also have very diverse reading. So if I'm picking books that they recommend, I will automatically diversify my reading, but I also would like to have sources from other people. And if you have someone that you can recommend, I would love to hear where you get your reading recommendations from. Now, so I looked at that Instagram feed and I saw several books being recommended and talked about, of course. And there was this whole spread of Joan Didion and all the several books that she has written. And I know nothing about Joan Didion. I did some research now, which I'm glad I did, because I was completely wrong with what I thought, who she was, what she wrote about. I read one book by her, and I just read the Wikipedia entry, and I don't know if I recall all of this correctly now for sure. But if I'm not mistaken, then she's more of a journalist, or she was more of a journalist than an actual writer, in the sense of she wrote fiction. So that I wasn't aware of. I had heard her name quite often lately, but I never investigated further. And because I am not American, she didn't come up in my education or anything like that. So then I saw the word the Year of Magical Thinking, and I thought, that sounds interesting. Let me check if my library has it. And they did. And I got the audiobook. It's a 5-hour audiobook. And then I started doing some research. And then I found that the Year of Magical Thinking doesn't have anything to do with magic. Doesn't have anything to do... Well, it does have some kind of relation to the magical thinking, because she describes the year after her husband's sudden death. And it was magical in the sense of that she explains, in my opinion, throughout the book, why she calls this the Year of Magical Thinking. And so maybe I was confused, or I was let on because Elizabeth Gilbert, Big Magic, that talks about being creative. And so for some reason I have the connection between magic and creativity. And so I totally stepped into this book not knowing what I was getting into. Once I had found out what it was about, I decided, you know what? It was available. I can just try and see how I feel about this book. And it was definitely not fiction, of course, but I was surprised that enjoy is maybe not the right word in the context of death, but it gave me something which I am currently not able to put into words. But she dealt with herself with this whole subject of death in such an interesting way that I wasn't scared. It felt very natural. And I mean, my parents aren't dead yet. I will have to deal with dead in the family or death in the family at some point in my life, a very close family. And this was the first time that I read about it in a retelling, not a fiction novel, where even though I haven't experienced it myself, I was able to relate, but it also made me less afraid of death, maybe. Maybe that's a good way to put it. Yeah. And so I actually listened to this Monday and Tuesday while I was at work this past week. And I believe I do have 2 other books that I have on loan right now from the library, but I haven't started listening to anything else yet. So this is called The Year of Magical Thinking. And Joan Didion did not only lose her husband, she also lost her daughter the 2 years after her husband's death. And she also wrote a book about that. And I did, again, when I did some research about who is this person actually, why do I know her name? Why does it feel familiar? And this is Instagram through Oprah's book club. I have read about the book because I also wanted to find out what happened to her daughter, because she was sick when Joan Didion's husband died. And so she never really fully recovered from that. And so I was just curious to figure out what happened to her. And so I found out through Googling that her daughter died 2 years after Joan Didion's husband died, and that she also wrote a book about that experience, but that it's supposed to be, so that's what the critics say, is very scattered and much longer than The Year of Magical Thinking, and that it was much, there was more emotion. So she has been a journalist, so her writing, that's what they describe in the Wikipedia article about the book, is that her writing used to be very factual, and that is definitely something that is noticeable in The Year of Magical Thinking, but that the book about her daughter's death, which I don't remember the name, is very much driven by emotion. And I decided not to pursue that book because I feel it did do this book, The Year of Magical Thinking, did something with me for sure. And I'm not sure I'm ready for a very emotional retelling of a mother losing her child. So I'm going to go back to the fiction realm for my next books. What am I going to write? It's not high fiction. It's also not, what is this? I know that she is I don't know. Let's just write ventured into a very different style and was surprised. That I loved it. And by that I mean I am very much an easy reader. I like my romance novels. It doesn't have to be very high writing. Just a good story is enough for me. And so this wasn't a good story per se. I found some literal tools. That's literary tools. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about things that I don't know what to say about, especially like the way that I was in school. We had to talk about texts and stuff, and I was never good, and I noticed that right now as well. That's why I wrote this. I usually consider myself to be a person who is not able to stick to high literature. Because I am losing interest, and this was very surprising that I did not. So, okay, how long can you talk about books? I don't know, very long per se. So, I also talked about this last week. I placed an order with Paper Treats. I saw that she restocked stickers, but I don't think that I bought any of the restocks. I bought this washi tape, which is from Four Legs. It's the Mushroom Cats, and I love those. So I decided, you know what? The stamps are really expensive, but having a washi tape is a nice thing, and it's also shareable. And I always love how my May from Paper Treats packages her things. So this washi tape was in here. And then she included a note. Happy Year of the Dragon and Lunar New Year, Simone. Thank you for all the puppy love. With gratitude, Mai. And that is the reason why I placed an order. So this is what I purchased. And this is what she sent as freebies. I'm going to show you what I purchased. So I showed you the washi tape already. And this was also with my invoice, was this. And I really want to use this somewhere. So here is the things that I ordered. And I think I said it last time as well. These are sticker flakes. I'm not particularly fond of the Shiba Inus. But I mean, if that's the only thing I get, I can totally take it. I want to go through this and maybe also give away some of them, because there are 45 pieces included, 15 different designs. So that means 3 of each. So I'm going to go through the ones that I really love. I'll keep 2, and the ones that I don't, I'll keep just 1. So I have some stuff, first of all, so I don't have to use the same things over and over again, and also so I can share with friends. Then I got this. Here's different kinds of puppies, and I'm just going with dog and not the specific breed. However, I feel like my dog's breed is not included much in all of those stickers either, and I feel like the art is very similar. Like, and then I found these here as well. So yeah, I just placed a dog order. There was one more sticker sheet that looked really cute that I wanted, but it was sold out. They only had the cat one left. This is basically how my dog looks, just black. And then these were the freebies, and I find it, that's what makes ordering from a super small shop different than from maybe, let's say, Jet Pens, for instance. All the freebies that she included, or most of them, are dog themed. So this is a thank you sticker here. Then this is also a sticker, and I do really want to put that somewhere, but I need to figure out where. This is all stuff that May usually sends. And I think Tomato Mayu maybe made that for her, which is really cute. And then she always includes a stamp that I already put away. But then look at these note papers. I wonder if you fold them like this, or what the purpose of those is, how you use them specifically, but that doesn't even matter how you use them. But isn't that just so thoughtful that she sees I'm ordering all the puppy stuff, and so she includes more puppy things, which is really fun. And then I have this. This is not just puppies, but there's 2 rows of puppies, cats, rabbits, and then birds, which I also will probably be sharing some of those. And then these. Isn't that cute? Again, Shiba Inu style dog. Or am I completely wrong? What type of dog is this supposed to be other than a Shiba Inu? And then this was included as well. This is kind of a thank you bag as well, with some bread. And then these are cookies. Looks like it's cookies here. Cookie note paper. And then some food related stuff right here. But again, this could be a fox or a dog. Nice. I'm not, especially with freebies that I receive, I appreciate the gesture, and I love that she includes those freebies, but if they don't serve me well, or if I don't find a way to use them very easily, I'll just pass them along to friends. So I would like to document, and I pulled out this because I think maybe I want to stick this down somewhere here. Then I can't see the trees anymore. Maybe I'll just put it right here. What else do I have here? Oh, haha. There was a sticker included as well on the packaging. So I stuck it on this darker background right here so it stands out. So I'm just going to stick this right here. And even though this would be perfect for making like these flip ups and tip-ins and stuff, I am trying to use the paper and the pages in the notebook, and so I am going to just stick it all the way down. And I don't know if you saw this, but this is a cat with a dragon costume. Does this lift up? This would even, yeah. Oh, how cool is that? Alrighty, this goes down here like that. Perfect. Anything else? I want to stick down any of the things that I received from here. Yes, I wanted to use this somewhere. Oh, that's so funny. There's a wolf up here, and this was my dog puppy order. That's funny. What if I just go over here like this? I think I might like this, or I can put it on the outside of one of my journals. That could be another idea. I don't know. Nope. Nah. Not cool. I'm just going to stick it there. So I personally really like overlapping things like this. It makes, especially when they're from the same person or same shop, I feel like it combines them with each other. Yep, I like this. I used the things that were included that are, I feel like, the hardest to use, but also maybe then not. So I'm glad I used all of this. This needs to, I need to do something with all of these and add some of these stickers to my my insert there, here, words, my sticker release insert that I have in the front. And what I think what I'm going to do is, maybe I'll use all of this, but if there is too much repetition here, or like with this one, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Basically 13 of the same dog. Maybe I'll just cut this off and keep that and then pass along the rest. Yes, I know, well, this one was a gift, but yes, I know I spent money on all of these things. However, I get more joy out of them if I don't keep a bajillion of the same thing. So I need to put some of these in my journal. Then I can put these things away. Not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. I want to leave this here as well. And this one I could use as note cards for sure, but I also, this is really cool. I could also just cut this apart, for instance, and then use this as ephemera in my journal as well. And then this one I will just pop into my pass along to friends. So I'm going to put all of this away for now, I think. Loud thinking here. And so here is all of the stuff that I want to use somehow in this. So I stuck this down. I think I showed this to you last week. And then I pulled this out. I wanted to include this somewhere in my journal. I'm not sure if I just want to cut around this and stick it in, or if I want to write the name and then draw it. But I'm more in the, I want to stick this down here. So the story with the Riesen from Stork, which is like, I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. It's just a sentimental one. My dad, my grandpa was a truck driver for a while until I think he did some, well, studying is not the right word, but some bookkeeping classes. So he became a bookkeeper after, but right after the Second World War, he was a bookkeeper. Wrong. He was a truck driver, and the company who makes those, he always told us that he used to drive for them, Stork. And so when we were younger, he would often bring candy. When my grandparents came, they often brought us something candy-ish as a present, and my grandparents would often bring the Stork Riesen, and they were completely different then. Well, completely different. They're still squared, but they came in two different kinds, so caramel and chocolate, and they came in, now I don't remember the name. I told my son and he was like, Mom, I don't even know what you're talking about. These are more like an actual candy, like the one, what is it called? The hard candy that is wrapped individually and has those little fluffy things on the side. Okay, I'm not good at describing things. Like you unwrap them by pulling this apart, and then it looks like a bow kind of. And no, they're not called Jolly Ranchers. There is some candy here in the States. If I remember the name, I will put it on the screen. But they were in blocks like so. This was the packaging, and then they were stacked on top of each other. And then there was one that was like this brownish color, more like maybe the deep yellow of my fountain pen, my vanishing point. And that was the caramel. And then there was one that was wrapped in dark brown, and that was the chocolate. And so they would bring those chewy sugar candy with them as a gift. And my grandpa would always tell us that he drove for Stork, he drove Riesen when he was a truck driver. And so this is basically a childhood memory. And that's why I'm talking about this. I found them at CVS Pharmacy here recently, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to buy those, especially since they changed their packaging. And the chocolate, I think it's chocolate caramel. That doesn't make sense. Chocolate fudge. It's kind of fudgy, but there is a chocolate coating around, chocolate glazing around the chewy candy, and that makes them so good. And so yay, I bought a bag and I ate some, because why not? Maybe I'll include this somewhere here and just use this as a background. I have one of those cards that I want to put in here as well. Maybe I can incorporate that next week somehow. So I have not finished journaling this last week. I think the reason why I didn't finish is because I couldn't remember what else happened during that week. So felt so loved. Yes, I just love looking at the pen tray. Finished the authenticity project that was here. It was cancelled. I could do whatever. That was here. And so what happened? Started dinner early. Well, able to write a letter. Finally, some people responded to the ink giveaway post. Maybe I will just leave this blank and embrace the white space. So this is what I never remember what I showed you and what I didn't, but this is what I worked on this past week, and this is what this looks like. And so I think I'm just going to move on here. And now I have started this page with the reason and this insert here. The reason why I put this here is because this is me, this is Max, and then I added the sticker from the sticker sheet, which is around somewhere here. And maybe I can just maybe I can use these stickers here for my topics. This one was just be here. First of all, I liked how these colors harmoniously worked together. But also the just be here, which is me giving myself permission to, as I said, I'm alone with my middle son and the puppy since Friday. Today's Sunday, so I've made it. I'm still alive and the puppy is still alive. And I've been really struggling with understanding his signals. So we had quite some accidents with pee in the crate. And sometimes I don't realize when he's tired enough. And then he gets very bitey, all of those things. And I was really scared when they left that I wouldn't be able to be up for the task. And even if I was going to just care for him all by myself over the weekend, but I knew there was more help if I needed it, it felt better. But my oldest, or the oldest child that is still living at home, he's 17. He can help too. So it wasn't like he wouldn't be able to help. But it's still different if you're the adult and your child is 17. You can't really expect them to do all the things, to be as involved. It's not his decision that we got a puppy, so I need to be able to deal all by myself-ish. For instance, last night I went to bed because, I don't know, I went to bed really early and watched YouTube, and so he said, oh, I can bring him out before I go to bed, so you don't have to, which was awesome. But I don't want to expect him to have puppy duty all the time. So that's why I was scared, and I gave myself permission by preparing this journaling page to just be here. It's okay if I mess things up, if I'm here, if I'm trying hard, it's okay. So that's why this is here. And now I'm again at a loss on how to continue with this. At the moment, it doesn't feel like any of those stickers would fit with this specific thing here. So I'm going to look through. I really like those. Jane from JP Pen and Inks gave those to me. But it doesn't really make sense to add this to this one here. So maybe I can use it next. Oh, you know what? I feel like this with this together and this, and I could use one of those as a, okay, I have decided that I'm going to stick this down like that, but I'm going to leave this on here still so I can make decisions on where it's supposed to go. These flowers I could use for, oh, there's so many birds too. Maybe I can, yeah, so maybe I'll use, oh, okay. So I have an idea. So I maybe I can combine this bird, maybe this flower, even though it's basically a summer flower, with this circle sticker and say this is just the start to mark the beginning of spring. Well, not the beginning of spring, we're still in the winter, but you know what I mean, to mark that, yes, spring is coming. I can see signs, I can see more birds, there is sunshine sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes there's sun and blue sky, and I saw the green things, the green stuff. So that would be one. This is troubling to me. What if I'm reversing this and I am going to make this smaller? So then it doesn't take up that much space, and I can just, what I told you, I hope at least that I can keep that just in my head and just write, this reminded me of Grandpa. This would be probably enough, but I love that this tape from this advanced tape glider is removable to some degree. And then I just, maybe 4, maybe 2. What do you think? 2? So let me see if I can get this up here. Then I'm just going to use my metal ruler here as an edge, and then yeah, crisis averted. So now the only job that I have is to get this off all the way so it's not super sticky. So what color am I going to use? I feel like this would warrant a brown pen. Let me see what I can find. I have this one, and I have this one, I'm very attracted to this right now because and then I have this one too. Because I think it's really, this is also brown and it's a similar color, and at least a similar color on the outside. So where would we have some, you know what I also want to mention? Well, this would work with this. I can just leave this out, but I'm going to use this, even if it's really fat. Found Riesen at CVS, and it brought up so many childhood memories. Okay, like this. And I'm not going to think about this any longer. Maybe if I find some kind of candy-ish thing here. I mean, this is ice cream, so it doesn't really work. I could. Okay. Oh, there's a movie sticker. So maybe I could actually add something. The only question is what? Well, my idea is to put this somewhere here, so this feels like it's. Oh my! Do I like this? No, I don't. I do not. What if I? Oh my God! What did I do? Okay, I guess I'll stick it back down. Okay, now this is ruined. I have to throw away my whole journal because I ruined everything. What if I just cover up this Riesen and then I'm just going to stick it here and call it done for now. But then I can use this, and I want to use this because I actually purchased a bottle of red wine because I felt like it. No reason, just to have something to sip on during the weekend. And I must have had a good hand at choosing because it's really good one too. What I don't like with this tape, and I don't know who gave it to me, so please don't feel offended, but I would rather have the writing not overlap with the images, so you have a choice of using the writing with the tape and not have to use some writing. Now I have this writing on there. I really don't mind right now. I'm just deciding, or my choice is to overlook that there is some writing here and there's something right here. But I wish, look at this, I finished a sticker sheet, and this is going to be such a long video, for which I'm not even sorry, and I'm going to put this right here. As I said, I love overlapping things, and sun and blue sky. Yeah, yesterday and today are amazing days. Today not so much. This morning it was super sunny and blue. Now it's starting to get cloudy again. Do you really want to see me journal? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the camera after I'm done with this journal entry, and then I'll upload the video and continue on my own. But that's basically my process most of the time. What is this tape? It's weird. Huh. Can you see how where I peeled it off the thing, it stands up now? Okay, boomer. Boomer is a word here. Okay, I guess I'm not using this then. But I do have something else. I have this sticker sheet. And to be able to have the same colors repeat, I'm just going to use this one. All right, this is so awesome. Spring is coming. Even if it goes back to more winter weather, I have seen the signs, and I'm excited. What am I excited for? I'm excited to know it's coming. This is definitely one of those hope things, you know. That's like there's hope, and it makes sense to be hopeful for spring. And I'm excited to know it's coming. Can't wait to see more signs of spring. Throughout the next month. Even though this is very vague, so could be that this could be the only journal entry I do about signs of spring. This is what just came to my mind. This is what I wanted to write down, and that's totally okay. But if, for instance, I find another really awesome sign of spring and that just brings me so much joy, I don't have a problem to write and document that next week. So yeah. Okay, so I am going to add the things that I wrote here, and maybe there is more room that I need to write some stuff. This just made me realize, writing this down here, the signs of spring, I found those signs of spring when I was outside with my puppy. And just the fact that I am going outside basically every day, not for hours and hours, is exactly why I wanted a puppy in the first place. And this helps me again to realize that it's worth it for me to stick through this harder puppy time, and put in the work to train him well, do all the things, because this is just so rewarding, and it gets me outside, and that's exactly what I want. So maybe this is connected as well. That's it, I guess. I think I'm done for today. Well, I know I'm done for today. I did ink up my pens. Here is a sneak peek at the lineup. Oh, I do want to talk about one more thing. So if you're still here, that's awesome. I have decided I filmed my currently inked video yesterday, and I had originally used or wanted to use this Namiki Vanishing Point in Hunter Green. You can see it right here. It's a faceted pen. It's from the 1990s. The nib unit that is in here says 1997. And I wanted to use a stub vanishing point nib that I was able to loan from a friend. But just writing the currently inked lines made me aware of how this pen is probably not for me. This pen is so much girthier than this one, and I don't find this pen comfortable for me. I would say that if you enjoy the Pilot Decimo Vanishing Point, this is the exact same. I haven't compared measurements, but from what I remember of trying other people's pens, this is more in the girth and pen width of the Decimo. And if you're thinking of adding this beautiful pen to your collection, I would love to part with it. Please reach out to me via email. My email is simone@gmail.com. It's written as it's in the channel name. I still have the original packaging. The nib is in here. There is a converter that you probably don't want to use, but I have an empty cartridge here. And then this is probably the original cartridge here still. There is no dealer signature, but there's the original paperwork, the amazing clamshell box. And yeah, so please reach out. Let me know what you are willing to pay for it. It has a medium 14 karat gold nib. There is a video on my channel where I talk about that pen. And yeah, I'm kind of sad, but it's not a pen that I'm emotionally attached to like some of the other pens that I have. So to me, it doesn't make sense to retire it and keep it in my collection. I'd rather have this pen be loved and enjoyed by someone who will actually use it. Okay, that is it now from me, from my little desk to your home. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all taking the time and hanging out with me every Sunday. This is what I'm looking forward to basically all week. And I'm so happy that we have this space to chat. See you soon and goodbye.